So my favourite film of all time, its sequel has come out on 4K in a special super duper deluxe edition. Jaws 2. And we're going to take a look at it as well as take a look at the transfer and everything else that comes with it. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome to this opening for the new 4K special edition exclusive limited to only 2,000 copies edition of Jaws 2 with a steelbook inside, some art cards and a book. Yeah, I was looking forward to this when they announced it. You know, Jaws 2, it's not a great film. I mean, it's a good film. It's nowhere near as good as Jaws, the very first film, but it's a sort of decent follow-on. It's not bad. It's not bad. And we're going to take a look at it. Now, Jaws, the first one, Steven Spielberg's classic film. I always cite it as being my favourite film of all time. I mean, I love the movie. And as a kid, I loved it growing up. It was one of the films that I played in my household on a daily basis. I came home from school, I remember, and it was either Star Wars, Raiders, or Jaws 2. Oh, sorry, it's not Jaws 2, Jaws 1. What am I talking about? I'm holding Jaws 2 in my hand. Jaws 1, the first one. They were some of the three films. Then Back to the Future came along, and those are four of the main films that sort of grew my passion and love for cinema. And Jaws I would cite as my favourite film of all time. I just think it's fantastic. I'm drawn to sharks and shark movies, and I've seen a lot of shark films, a lot of rubbish, crappy ones, and even Jaws 4 actually stands up against a lot of that rubbish. I've done a rewatch of it more recently as a Defending the Dud episode, so you could go and check that out if you fancy. But at the moment, yeah, we're going to get into this. We're going to take a look at it. I'll compare it to the first one, how they kind of sit side by side. We'll take a look at the content within this, and I'll give you my appraisal of it overall. So let's do it. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, came Jaws 2. Yeah, so obviously it does have a lenticular front to it. PG rating stickers are just stickers. At the moment, I'm not too overly impressed with the lenticular, but it's about the overall set, isn't it? Now, like I said, this is limited to 2,000, and there's the sticker on the underside, and I have 1,115 of that 2,000. This came from Zavvi, so no damage to it. Because at least Zavvi have improved upon their packaging. So, as you can see, here's the back. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. The horror is far from over as Roy Scheider, Lorraine Gary and Murray Hamilton reprise their iconic roles in Jaws 2, 4 years after the great white shark terrorised the small resort of Amity. Unsuspecting vacationers begin disappearing in an all too familiar fashion. Police Chief Brody, Roy Scheider, finds himself in a race against time when a new shark attacks 10 sailboats manned by teenagers, including his own two sons. The same heart-stopping suspense and gripping adventure that enthralled movie audiences throughout the world in Jaws returns in this worthy sequel to the original motion picture classic, exclusive to 2,000. So it's individually numbered, as we have seen, and it includes 2-disc gloss steelbook, a lenticular slipcase, 40-page production note booklet, 4 lobby cards, double-sided poster. So we will take a look, and you've got some 4K and Blu-ray bonus features here. Deleted scenes, the making of Jaws 2. Jaws 2, a portrait by actor Keith Gordon. John Williams, the music of Jaws 2. The French joke, storyboards, and more. Now, I do have Jaws 2, the steelbook, that I do have beside me. So, as you can see, the bonus features, Jaws 2, portrait, the French joke, storyboards and more. Yeah, so it's the same content. It's the same content on there if you were interested. And here we have all these sort of tech specs and that. Dolby Audio, all that sort of stuff on it, as you can see. Yeah, so let's get this open and take a look. Now, I do have the other Jaws steelbook here because I was going to do a little bit of a sort of comparison. Now, when they released the first one of these, it wasn't a steelbook within, it was just an Amaray. But we'll have a look at that side by side with this one, see how they line up. Let's open it up and get it out of this plastic. I'm going to look forward to watching this, and I will be watching it straight away, then coming back and recording what I think of it. So yeah, they're stickers. I thought they were on the plastic. They're not. They're actually on the case itself. As you can see, the lenticular isn't exactly centered, but you know, that's just me pointing that out. But that's your lenticular. It's I suppose the lower jaw is meant to be, I don't know, moves about a bit. I don't really know. Is it good or not? For me, I've seen better lenticulars. But there we go. So there's the side. And the back. Now that is a J card, obviously. Don't want to take it off. I will take it off because that J card will fit inside. And there's the back of it, like so. So let's have a look at the content within, shall we? So, first of all, there is the box, like so. If I'm sniffling, it's hay fever season, so that is why. So, first of all, the steelbook. So here's the steelbook. There's the back, shark's fin. There's the side, and there is the front of it. So it's a nice, yeah, glossy sort of steelbook. Open it up, front and back together. We're given that. And inside, we got the two discs, the 4K disc there, and the Blu-ray disc right here with Roy Scheider in there. The great Roy Scheider, the great late Roy Scheider. He was a good actor. I've got a few of his films. Now, just by comparison, I will show the other steelbook at this juncture. That's the original Blu-ray steelbook that we got a couple of years ago. Just if you're curious, that is. And the title's obviously on the J card. Interior, it's the same disc there, but different image, and the back is a fin like that. So, yeah. That's just by way of comparison to what we got as a steelbook previously. I have no intention of getting rid of the steelbook, the Blu-ray steelbook. I will keep it. So inside, obviously, we have some art cards. Let's get them out and take a look. Okay, so these are like lobby cards I used to have in the cinemas back in the day. Nice and glossy on the front. Not on the back, just you know, standard on the back, but glossy front. Another one there. Again, the backs are all like that, so I don't need to show the others. There's that image of Roy Scheider, which is adorned on the inside of the steelbook, just flipped. And there we have that there. So that's it. They're the 4 lobby cards, which are quite nice. Then we have the poster, which is double-sided. One good bite deserves another. Jaws 2. And the other side is the fantastic theatrical poster, that one, which is great. Okay, so the production booklet. Now, interestingly, when we first got the production booklet in the other version, Jaws 1, when it first came out, the production booklet was printed wrong. It was skew width, as in the pages weren't in order, and you had to send away for a replacement. I did get the replacement. I do have it in the box, but I still have the other book as well, where all the writing and, you know, where it's all been put together wrong. I still have that. Came across it the other day, actually. So this here, I think the production booklet in the first one wasn't square bound, but this one is, and it's nice and glossy on the front anyway. And open it up, and yeah, you've got a bit about the film there, some quotes there. More about the film. Character quote. More about the film. Character quote. More about the film. Some character lines. More about the film. Character quote. More about the film. See where it's going. On location, some location shooting information, which is great with the director and stuff. The late Roy Scheider, a bit with him. Spoiler warning. That's how the shark dies at the end. And yeah, so that's, you know, a nice little production booklet there. I'm quite pleased with that. So obviously we get the production booklet, we get the 4 lobby cards, we get a double-sided poster, we get the steelbook, we get the outer box, and all limited to just 2,000 units. It's fantastic. Now I always put the art cards back into the little O-rings. I rarely rip them apart. Yeah, but I've also put the back J-card sheet thing in that as well, because that will be looked after itself within the set as opposed to keeping it external to the set. So yeah, so we have the book there, have the poster, have the steelbook as well. So yeah, so there's that set. Now side by side with the first, I won't take the first all apart, but the first set was that there. That has got a proper, almost wraparound J-card, you know. I think the lenticular on the first one is better, but it's still a nice set. And obviously, like I said, this set came with the booklet, which wasn't square bound. And I said I wasn't going to get it all out, didn't I? But there's the Amaray that came with it. Obviously, I could put a steelbook within, and there's the art cards that came with it. I could put a steelbook within, but no, I won't. So there's the 2 of them. Now I do have the Jaws steelbook, like so. I know another one was done with the sort of Japanese writing on as well. There's a hair in there. But I won't, because I have all the 4 Jaws films on steelbook anyway. So yeah, like so, obviously, you know. There we have it. So yeah, so there we have that edition of Jaws 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to step away and I'm going to watch it. I'm going to go watch it. And then I'm going to give you my thoughts on the transfer and all that sort of a thing. So let's go and do that and come back in a bit. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to draw the curtains, make it dark. Now, I'm halfway through a film here, actually. So I'm going to have to stop that film and come back to it. Okay. Now you have to appreciate that it is daytime, so light is coming through the curtains. Let's go to English. Let's have a look at these menu screens and see what they're like. Okay, so we've got bonus features. Deleted scenes, the making of, portrait by Keith Gordon, John Williams music, French jokes, storyboards, and theatrical trailers. So all the stuff that the other edition does indeed have. Let's go to chapters. Let's start. Let's go and see something, shall we? Just to show you before I watch the film. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. Okay, so there we go. There we have the look at that film. I've just watched it. I've just sat down, watched it, and it's lovely. The picture's great. The picture's nice and clear. It's the best I've ever seen Jaws 2 looking. The colours are vibrant when you've got colours in the scene, like the girl's red dress that you saw, things like that. Now I appreciate that I was just recording the screen, so you can't really get a true grasp for how it looks, especially with the daylight coming in as well through the curtains. It doesn't really help matters, but it's a beautiful transfer. It's really nice. Sound is fantastic. Now I haven't got a surround sound system or anything like that. I'm only watching it on standard sort of sound bar thing, but you know, it's just all round a really nice presentation. The blacks are very deep when you've got darker scenes. They don't pixelate or anything. They hold the darkness very deep. And the water looks lovely when you see water scenes and you're under the water looking up. All very, very good. On par with the first one. Thereabouts, I would say. You know, side by side, they fit. Same size cases and all that sort of thing. They look great. So there we go. And yeah, I was wearing my Jaws t-shirt here that I've got with Chief Brody on it. If just to show, this is actually Jaws is my favourite film. Punisher's my favourite comic character, and the first appearance of Punisher was this here image, the Amazing Spider-Man 129. This is a sort of poster of the cover, and this t-shirt is in homage to Jaws and to that very first appearance of the Punisher from the Amazing Spider-Man 129, as you can see. Just thought I'd share that as well. Because when I saw this t-shirt, I just thought, wow, I really like that. I want it. Because two of my favourite things from different things that I'm interested in. So there we go, Jaws 2. Well worth it. It's a great film. It really is. You know, so many shark films are a load of dross today. And although nowhere near on par to this movie, nowhere near, it's still a decent successor to this movie. Yeah, it's great. So there we go. There's my look at Jaws 2. Thanks for watching. Please come and hit the subscribe button if you like that and you want to see more content like that. Leave me a comment down below. I do reply to all comments. And remember, if you're going on holiday, just be careful when you get in the water.